Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Zoyowa Lava-Tongue in Historic Brawl. This is a slightly odd deck in that we do have a little bit of genuine combo potential with Bolus's Citadel, Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, you can use those two cards as well as like additional life gainers like Iara and stuff to ideally play a ton of cards off your deck, and use like additional sack stuff to drain your opponent out with pulp artist, mall artist, or whatever. But we also just have like some fine value cards: Molten Collapse, Croxa, Dreadhorde Butcher, Ragavan, like relatively fair value cards like Grave Pact and Chandra and stuff as well. And yeah, so we do have the big explosive game plan we can do, but we can also just that uses this stuff to drain people out, or we can just beat people dead with like Bitter Blossom procs and Zoya's trigger and so on. We have a handful of things that generate tokens when other stuff is sacrificed. That helps keep the engine going, helps ensure that we have adequate sack fodder. We can feed those into like Ashnod's Altar to use other things to draw cards and so on, so on, so on. We have a bunch of recursive creatures as well, Dread Wanderers and stuff, just to, again, help ensure that we have sack fodder. Nothing too wild in the mana base. We have fetch lands now, because they work well with Zoyowa, as well as, like, Nykthos, because it's Nykthos, and Inventor's Fair, which can fetch the Citadel, or the Aetherflux Reservoir, or the Ashnod's Altar, whatever artifact will help you, like, power up fastest and do stuff. Yeah, I think that is more or less the deck. If you like the deck and like the video, like, subscribe, etc. helps the channel a lot. And let's get on to some actual gameplay. So this hand has Ragavan and Inti. Namely Ragavan. But yeah, we like this. We can use the Polluted Delta to fetch a Shock land. And if there's one creature or one 1-drop worth hitting yourself for 3 to play, it's probably Ragavan. To play on turn 1, anyway. So we'll do that. And pass to the opponent. Who are you again? Big Teamer Flash friend? Okay. Open the graves and stuff. So we could do Inti here to filter, or to help filter. I don't actually hate that. Often I'll try to not play stuff to, what do we actually want here too? Open the graves is expensive. Gutter Bones. We can play the Gutter Bones with the treasure, which is maybe fine. Sure. I think I like that, if only because of the Deadly Dispute, which can get us a treasure right away and help ensure that we hit land drops to curve up to Rankle and stuff. Seems pretty good. The bunch of cards I need to read. Woo! So we would like to attack them with Ragavan and Gutter Bones, putting the counter on. Yeah, we do want to do this. Toss the Harvester, put the counter on Ragavan. Land off the top, which is something. Yeah, this just ensures that the Mystic can't block our good monkey. Ragavan hits a forest from our opponent, we'll play our land, and we will... Since we made our land drop, I don't hate doing the Demon's Disciple here. We can eat the Gutter Bones. Just the good old-fashioned, you know, slow them down, bolt the bird, whatever. And our opponent really didn't like that. So, yeah, our start's not wildly unfair, like Ragavan is really good. I don't want to downplay how important the Ragavan is for us, but we just have like a really nice aggressive curve, and that applies a lot of pressure to our opponent. They can presumably play like something, but if we hit land drop, we can rankle, sack stuff, probably still hit them with Ragavan, etc, etc. So yeah, even if they don't scoop exactly there, we're well positioned to win that match. Good games to our opponent. It's not incredible, but I like it enough that I think a free mulligan could be worse than it. In particular, I like the Blood-Soaked Champion into a Zoyowa. Do I like that? Sure. Alright, let's get the Blampion down. Crocs and Kunaros. I guess our red mana leaves something to be desired. Costly gives us a sort of interesting line. Let's do this. Are they gonna block? No, I didn't think so. The Blampion can't block anyway, so we're not super worried about keeping it back on blocks to do the normal kind of, oh, declare blockers, sack a thing, etc. trick. Yeah, I just like costly plunder, draw some cards. This is not their end step, whoops, it's fine. Yeah, we do all that stuff. Tap lands. Or, sorry, 2 or more basics. So our, Smoldering Marsh is untapped at this point, which is something. I don't know if that's actually that important. Let's do... I'll take a land, honestly. Can do that. We can do, Call of the Ring. Then we'll have tap lands to work with, which is nice. Or, sorry, untapped lands. Which will help us with developing on board and stuff. Firemind Vessel from the opponent. I guess I'm vaguely worried about the Giant, but yeah, the initial Croxa and Kunaro attacks or whatever are not looking wildly concerning, which is something. Each player sacrifices a creature. What's the return clause on you again? Only if we attacked this turn. Doing a think, doing a think. I don't hate Zoyowa plus Blood Tithe Harvester just to kind of set up for stuff. I'm more into sacrificing or blocking with the Blood Tithe Harvester or whatever. I do want to keep Zoyowa on the battlefield, and then on subsequent turns we'll be a bit better positioned to, like, Toots Magoots and Plumb the Forbidden something, or just play out Rankle and sack a creature and yada yada yada. Croxa and Kunaros are on the field. I thought they had haste for some reason. I think I'm thinking of, oh, who's the nerd? Hazaret and, Jeru and... Jeru? I don't remember how to pronounce that name. The Hazaret team up. Anyway, take action, draw cards. You'll love to see it. Oh, murder most foul. Kill large dog and angry lad. Angry muy gigante. Yeah. We can use the blood token to filter, which is kind of vaguely interesting. The Scallywag can block Zoyowa, which I don't like. I'm going to do this here, I think. Because I am interested. Inti's really good, we have card advantage though. And we can't toss the non-creature cards while still triggering Zoyowa. Yeah. The initial procs on Zoyowa don't really matter. In general, like, the opponent takes 3 or whatever, similar to Turgrid's Lantern or whatever, like, Tightening Noose or, like, ongoing punish effects. They get better and better as the game goes on. We will Call of the Ring, short, do this stuff again. Inventor's Fair Null Priest. I wouldn't hate getting something back with Null Priest. Also would be kind of nice to get other stuff down so we could use, like, Rankle and Henrika more aggressively. Not super concerned about getting hit. I'm kind of concerned about getting hit. Maybe we just blind fire, or, like, don't actually use the Null Priest. I think I like this. Don't actually use the Null Priest. And then each player... We could use Rankle here. I think I prefer... They might double spell or triple spell next turn and make keeping Rankle in hand awkward, but I like surprising them with Rankle or like kind of playing things this way. Sacrifice a creature. Sack the Null Priest. They lose the Scallywag. I guess we do have the option of double blocking the Crocs and Kunaras too. Do I want to do that? Our commander's pretty cheap. The bigger loss if we do that is losing Henrika. Ooh, they toss a... Sorry, that was a treasure token? Sure. We get at least a little bit of value out of that stuff. Not each player sacks a creature? They could sack Henrika, we sack Zoyowa. Or no, it remembers. Okay, so we kind of protected ourselves from our own Henrika. So we can't even block the Crocs and Kunaras here. We go down to 10. Sure. Yeah, I do not like steal and sack cards, or everything outside of Claim the Firstborn, that play pattern outside of Claim the Firstborn is not especially strong. So, we would like to do that. Polluted Delta. I think we'd like to Totem Towns. This feels a little bit weird or risky because we're at 9, but anyway. Toots Magoots. Rankle. We'll lifelink up off of Henrika too, which is nice. Transform Henrika. You are on combat damage, but Crocs and Kunaras can't block Zoyowa because it's the Ring Bearer, which is nice. We get to make them lose their commander and discard a card there. We just chuck some of our card draw, probably the Fanatical Offering. But yeah, it seems like they are not well positioned to, or like their deck is not well positioned to recover from us doing that. And we get to end the game, or like they scoop it up. Good games to the opponent. This hand is interesting. I like Carrier Thrall. It's Landlight. Let's give it a shot. Mox Amber and Vampiric Rites for the opponents. Reckoner's Bargain with Carrier Thrall is good, or that supports us. Yeah, this hand... The early part, or like the early game with this hand is really awkward. Or potentially really awkward. But we do have 2 combo pieces in Aetherflux Reservoir and Bolas's Citadel, so I think it's worth trying out anyway. Yeah, we do just want to sack that to Plum, probably, hey. Let's do a bonk. Do a bonk. Reckoner's Bargain, the Carrier Thrall, because we have stuff we're interested in playing at sorcery speed. And we would like to hit an untapped land. We hit an untapped land! That's the wrong color for Dread Wanderer. We don't want to play out the Signet here, because that's kind of mana neutral, or like we'd like to be mana positive. They have Bartolome, which seems concerning with Rata Drobic, but that's a problem for a later turn. Pretty good. Or I mean, Do we just do Grave Pact now and try to get... We could do this and Aether Flux. I don't hate Grave Pact, because this can let us not fully brute force. Yeah, Grave Pact, well, it's not... It's symmetrical, so that means it's fair, right? We don't even have, like, any super degenerate combos or anything with Grave Pact. It's just in here because we're, like, a sack deck and we get to trigger it. Or, sorry, it's not symmetrical. Whatever. It enforces symmetry, so that means it's fair, right? But yeah, it just works with our kind of the fair part of our plan, and our opponent hates to see it, apparently. Good games to our opponent. Sure. This hand is a weird one, but we're on the draw, which means we have an extra draw step to draw lands, and if we can curve, like, Zoyowa into Totentance, or maybe Requisitioner, I don't know, one of them into Totentance, and then start doing the sack stuff, that's kind of neat. Do I want to do this? Maybe. Who needs a Diabolic Intent? It's either, we either pitch Diabolic Intent or Lily there. Diabolic Intent is good for assembling combo stuff, and given that we don't have, like, another combo piece that we're excited about, I'm a little bit more interested in just, like, curving / accelerating up to Liliana and, like, trying to get a fair win, or, you know, use this value. Yeah, no land drops, or like, no lands drawn so far, so I think I'd like to do the Requisitioner, so we can maybe, like, Corrupted Conviction, get at least a treasure to work with, ideally draw some lands. Yeah, Corrupted Conviction, draw, play a land, play out Zoyowa, keep the treasure for maybe Liliana is pretty good. Consecrate is fine? Consecrate's fine. I don't think they're going to block. You are 4 mana, draw a card, we're fine with that. We're just doing this before Conviction or whatever to... Yeah, get 3 damage. Conviction the Requisitioner. Okay. Miss our lands. Don't want to burn the treasure there. If we're burning treasure, I want to burn it on Totentance, because that will help us maintain consistent sack fodder. Missing a land drop, especially like a 3rd land drop or a necessary land drop, is extremely bad for your odds of winning a game of Magic, so not jazzed about that. Tap land, but I'll take it, I guess. We can Totentance. I don't love doing this here, but I think we would like something that can block the Triskaideka file, and shut off, or like, deny the combat research procs. And then Totentance does work with the rest of what we're doing. Hopefully we can just naturally draw a land. We might be doing like Gutter Bones plus Costly Plunder. Don't play Curse of Silence in your Historic Brawl decks, it's not worth the slot. I can win without Zoyowa, just you watch me. So, anyway, let's do this, do a Costly Plunder, Hi, Ragavan, you're fun. It seems very unlikely we'll get to hit them with Ragavan, but, you know. No attacks. Replicating Ring ticks for the opponent. Next turn, probably just Carrier Thrall and Braids. Okay. Normally I scooped alchemy cards, but that seems like a very underwhelming alchemy card. Or, sure. Hit me. We go down to 20. Priest of Forgotten Gods is nice here. We will do this. We will... Priest. We will... Braids? Braids can also block Ragavan. The other option we have here is like Carrier Thrall plus Ragavan. In particular, I think I like just sacking the rat here. We draw land. That's handy. Handy for the Liliana. Oh, my mic has been in the wrong position this entire stream. Cool. Love that for us. No blocks. Hopefully the audio is workable or salvageable. I guess I'll be editing that. Kai's Wrath happens because... I don't know, but sure. I will take that. We can dash Ragavan, we can also do Lily stuff. That is a strictly incorrect play, in my opinion, or like not a thing I would include in a deck if I were building it, but anyway, I like getting the Dreadhorde Butcher out. It's very tempting to do Liliana stuff, but I think we just have such good attack triggers in hand that taking them to 19 and, like, scaling the Butcher, we get an Opt, that's fun. Yes, please. And then Carrier Thrall. Ragavan goes back to hand. Brawls, bounces. Another fake card. I will spite the fake card, just you watch me. This is also just good for us and, like, you know, drawing. We slow roll things a little bit in that the Citadel, like, we don't leverage the Citadel immediately, but I think anyway we kind of choose to build equity this turn, or like that turn is fine. Void Rend, sure. Killing Ragavan over a over Liliana is a decision. Let's do this. We would like to create a Zombo. Thinking. Citadel? Sure. Carrier Thrall, I guess. Land right on top. A little bit awkward. Probably should have thought about that when making my land drop, but listen, it's been a little while since I've played a Citadel deck. I did build this deck like 2 weeks ago.
Do not ruin my dress.
Just getting around to doing the recording now. Null Priest of Oblivion is fine. Uptick. Do we have anything we're super excited about? Raids isn't bad, Totem Tans isn't bad. Ragavan is Ragavan. They're fine, but they're not immediately relevant here, or like immediately exciting here. Ashnod's Altar, you're neat. You sure are a magic card. Land off the top. Ogre Slumlord, hi. We are at 6, which I should remember. Sure, wash away on the Slumlord. Let's manually cast the Sedgemoor Witch. Do the Dreadhorde Butcher, do the Feed the Swarm on the Thought Thief. We go down to 4 to 2. hopefully they don't have a way to... I guess we can crack the citadel. Sorry, is this... That doesn't quite work. Return to hand. I'm now concerned about just accidentally doming myself for life, but I think we're okay to pass back here. Yeah, I'm playing this maybe more aggressively than I need to, in case that happens. Esper Sentinel happens. We have decisions to make. Woo! Yeah, awkward position to be in. A tackle? We're fine, we just attack, alright. I said awkward position to be in, but then it's like, they have to block stuff to not die. And I think we have lethal with the Citadel regardless of how stuff works out. So like, this happens, and we just have lethal with attacks because they don't block with the Esper Sentinel. Sure. That was a little bit goofy, but anyway, we're able to overpower the fake cards. Yay! Good games to the opponent. Oh, and I'm going to end the video there also. This might be a slightly faster video just because of how the game times and stuff have worked out, but yeah, once again, if you like the video, hit buttons and things helps a lot. Consider supporting the Patreon or whatever if you like this channel continuing to exist. Having big financial anxiety hours, don't worry. Yeah, anyway, thank you again, have a wonderful day, bye-bye. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day, bye-bye.